welcome to the Invictus Racing League, the F2 League. I am one of two commentators for tonight, Malk. With me as always is Phil, aka Nigagash. How you doing, mate? You alright?
I'm all good, Matt. Hope you've had a good week. Ready for some exciting racing around the Temple of Speed here at Monza on IRL on a Tuesday evening.
Absolutely, and it's good to be back proper because we've missed it from the Japanese after all that excitement stuff as well, and obviously Hubberstone, the last time he won it last week, so it'll be good to see him try and emulate it in the Italian Grand Prix. But before we go to the track info, what's your thoughts of the Italian Grand Prix from your point of view before we talk about the info itself?
Oh, I mean, it's an absolute classic track. One of the great tracks of the calendar. Loads of famous wins here. Loads of things have happened here. Obviously, we had Vettel first win here back in 08. Gasly's last year was an amazing win. And there's also been great battles here over the years. I mean, Hakkinen and Schumacher and Lewis. It's just a great track, Malk. I absolutely love the Italian Grand Prix.
Absolutely, and we'd love to see more of the action itself because we are going to have a look at the track info itself. So we've raced here 7 times in the Italian Grand Prix at Monza. We will have 5.793 kilometers, but with 3.599 miles. Very easy circuit difficulty because there's only 11 corners. And it's in the clockwise direction, and we're going to have 27 laps. We're going to have the C4, C3 and C2, which is the soft, medium and hard tyres. The pit strategy pit stop, well, you would expect is the one stop. But the pit loss time will be about 23 seconds. So yeah, you can see all the previous winners on the right hand side, and absolutely immense stuff as well. And obviously, some drivers that we have seen in the F2 League this season, they've already won this race in the Italian Grand Prix. But here's a stat for you, and I'm not sure if you knew about this, Nitro, but I'm just saying, if you not know, there's been 34 races in the PlayStation platform at this track at the Italian Grand Prix. Out of those 34, how many do you think there was different winners?
Oh, I mean, I can see the names on the right-hand side, but I haven't got time to count them up. I'll go rough around 20-ish, something like that.
20? Ooh. Yeah. So out of 34, Phil, there is 32 different winners. 32 different winners. That's what I've been told.
Yeah, well, that's incredible.
I know. But also, while we're saying different winners, F2 League have had 4 different winners this season. Could we get a 5th different winner tonight, or are we going to see one of the usuals tonight?
Well, I mean, if we get another one, that's quite amazing. We've had seasons like that before in IRL when we had a different winner virtually every round going through. We thought we were going to make it all the way through a season. I mean, it keeps it spicy if it's a different winner again. But I mean, we could see some people who've already won. There's a bit of a group at the top of the table starting to form. So I think we might have a repeat winner tonight.
We have to wait and see. So as what Phil said, we've got the table standings ready for you. Hubberstone is in the lead with 43 points. Rimp is in second with 36. Jumper Lion is in third with 33 points. Joint in third with Jumper Lion is Speed Queen with 33 points. Bills is in fifth with 27 points. Mr. Steed is in sixth with 17 points. Taking Owls is in seventh with 14 points. You got Stefan is in eighth with 10 points. Nightshades is in 9th with 9 points. Hulk is in 10th with 8 points. Joined with Hulk is Ahmed. You got Wojtek is in 12th with 7 points. Aquanin is in 13th with 5 points with Keza as well. You got Huntari in 15th with 4 points. Luke Bailey is in 16th with 3 points. And the rest are 0 or minus 1 point for the drivers. So we're going to go straight to the constructors quickly. So the constructors' standings is the AlphaTauri team is in first with 63 points, massive gap. Racing Point is in second with 48 points. And then you got Speed Queen Nightshades in the Red Bull with 42 points. McLaren is in fourth with 41 points. Then you got a little bit of a gap again with the Ferrari team on 24 points in fifth place. Williams is in 6th with 20 points. Mercedes is in 7th with 12 points. Renault is in 8th with 7 points. Alfa Romeo is in 9th with 5 points. And the Haas team is the only one that's on -1 point as well. So, without any further ado, let's go to the live scenes. So,
just going into the session right now.
That was just perfect timing, actually, just at the nick of time as well. So,
just to let you know as well, Malcolm, I've just noticed tonight we're missing CJ Hayes from the Haas team, and also the driver's leader, Humbo Stone, is not here tonight.
Oh, okay. So it's just a shame for Humberstone, because obviously he won last week in the like I said, in the F2 League last week. But this will be a new leader depending on how it all goes as well tonight. So we're just waiting for the drivers to come out, and we should be able to get the weather crew as quickly as possible. But looks like we have one driver already out. Well, a few drivers already out, actually. So we're just going to have a quick look at if we get... Well, Keza's now out, but the clouds are not looking great as what we can see on screen, Phil.
No, I've just got the weather report, Malk. It's overcast for qualifying and a dry race, I've been told. So, although it looks a bit cloudy, a bit overcast, I think this situation is going to just stay as it is for quali, and then we've got a dry race.
Oh, okay. So, would you have liked to have seen a wet race, though, at Monza? Would you have ever liked that?
No, not really, Monza. I mean, I really do just like the speed here. I like to see Formula One cars going fast. That's why we watch them. So I prefer if it didn't rain. I want to see some good old full out battling and full speed.
Absolutely, and just have to wait and see. I would love to have seen some last minute, like one lap, like one shot quality scenario. Do you know what I mean? Like if it was coming in the rain, like during the qualifying itself, because you have to be at the best. Obviously, this is the F2 League, which is the second division. We are live and exclusive for you guys. Not only we're live, we've got the XBOX League, which is live on the Twitch channel, which is on Invictus Racing Leagues. Check them out as well. But not only that, guys, we've got the F1 League that was just raced last night on the Monday nights with Gareth and Sab. You got the PC Leagues on F1 and F2. And we should have F3 and F4 being commentated tomorrow on the YouTube channel for the PlayStation platforms. And also we got the Performance Leagues on both the PlayStation platform and the Xbox platform as well on the Thursday nights at 8 PM with the YouTube and the Twitch channel as well. Not only are we doing that, guys, we also got the social media sites of Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. So make sure you check them out, guys. And the most important thing of all is check out InvictusRacingLeague.com for all the latest news and updates and everything that you see at Invictus Racing League. So, Phil, just watching Keza now doing his lap, but is there a particular driver that you're watching so far?
I've just put on Randy Peven, Ryan De Peven, sorry, new driver. I think he's taken J707's spot in the Alfa Romeo. I was just on him as he's the first driver in the queue. He's managed to make it all the way through his lap. He's just coming down towards Parabolica now, and he still hasn't invalidated. So this is going to be our first time on the board, I think.
Yeah, so we've seen a few good times at the Italian Grand Prix. So we get a professional time at the moment. We a 1:19.2. So what time do you reckon we get a qualifying lap?
I was going to sort of go for 18.6, 18.6, I think, somewhere around there, or maybe 18.8. In the high to mid 18s.
Okay, so we just have, yeah, I think we expect the 18s to happen. I would expect the 18s to happen, but it all depends on these guys can try and do a good lap itself. So we're just waiting for... Oh, Rimp has got a 1:19 flat. That's a good time from him as well. So that's a good time from him. It looks like Jumper Lion is on the medium tyres. So now the tyre wear strategy obviously we've said earlier on is definitely a one-stop scenario. So, would you gamble to go on the mediums during the qualifying, or would you just go on the soft straight away because of the straight line speed?
I would. I mean, I'd go out on the soft straight away. I mean, unless these guys know they've got the pace in the softs and they just want to see the track, feel the track on the mediums for one run, and then then put their laps in. That might be what they're doing at the moment. But I think you've got to go here. You've got to go for the Speed Queen's gone fastest. You've got to go for the fastest time you can in qualifying, I think.
Absolutely, and well done to Speed Queen actually for the fastest lap of the qualifying itself, 1:19.034. So we are getting closer and closer and closer to the 1:18s, but I wouldn't say long, shall we say, for the qualifying itself. but like I said, we're just waiting for Jumper Line. We're just going to keep on Jumper Line for a moment because I would like to see what time he would do on the mediums. So obviously we would expect to hit the 1:18s. You would expect to hit the 1:18s, but with Jumper Line, a former F1 driver, same as Speed Queen. Oh my days! Oh,
that's second Lesmo, just a bit too wide there.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't want to say a commentator's curse because we was watching him live exclusive here as well. So we're just going to have a look at Ahmed now, coming up to passing Lesmo corner 1 and 2, and then into the DRS zone now. So, I mean, have you ever been to Monza at all?
No, I'd love to, but no, I've never been there.
I'll tell you what, you've probably had enough of me now because I have been to Monza and it's one of the most iconic track ever. And I just saw Ahmed just going wide, to be fair, and it is an iconic track and it's just absolutely immense stuff. And then the Ferrari, when Leclerc won it as well, it was just mad Ferrari fans, absolutely, at the Italian Grand Prix as well. So we're just watching Ahmed.
I mean, it must have been crazy were you there for the Ferrari win with you?
Yeah.
Amazing. Wow.
It was mad scenes, to be fair, but
nice lap by Ahmed there.
Yeah,
still third.
Absolutely, it was just done a brilliant job. Beck did a 1:19.3. Now looking at these times, though, Phil, between first and 11th, 12th, let's say 12th, 1.1 seconds difference in this league. That's mad times, to be fair.
Yeah, we're having it again. We had this last time out in Japan, didn't we? And we're getting it again.
Absolutely. I'm just trying to see if we're going to see some bit of a shock or bit of different times because we just couldn't.
Just to let you know, Matt, sorry to butt in, but Jumper Line went purple in Sector 2 on mediums.
That purple on Sector 2 on mediums. We'll keep an eye on Luke Bailey for now, but Jumper Lion could be the one to do well because he's one of those drivers who's done some good runs, to be fair. Obviously he wasn't doing everything he can, but Jumper Lion moved up to 11th place with a 1:19.8.
Unless that was purple for himself, I don't really understand that.
So, but yeah, we obviously for the second sectors normally it could be that they're best ever times, but we do know that there is a little bit of few issues here and there on the second sector itself, but overall it's we'll just try and see who will get a perfect lap. We were speaking to Luke actually. Luke Bailey, we're just watching now. We spoke to Luke Bailey and he said he could not hit the 1:18s and he's just done the 1:18.7. So he was saying, I can't do it, and then all of a sudden, bang, he can do it, and he's done it now with a 1:18.7, and he did say he got the perfect setup for this car at the Williams itself, so he's doing a good job there, Luke.
Yep, there you go again. He's done it to us again, Malk.
Yeah, so I've ripped my betting slip, shall we say, on there. So
for next week, can I just propose that? I'm not talking to Luke.
I knew that was going to happen from your side, Nitro, but I'm not going to say any words on that one. So Huntari has moved up to 5th with a 1:19.2 as well. So bloody hell, we've got quite a few drivers who within hundreds or thousands of each other. Do you know what I mean? It's just mad
from
times.
third down to what is it, 8th or 7th? That's amazingly tight. And then there goes Ryan de Peven again. He's into the 18s as well now, Matt, with a 118.922.
So yeah, the track is getting a little bit warmer, shall we say? Is that right? We say warmer to get the tyre wear up and running. And Aquanin is moved up to second place with a 118.7. So, and we can see from the clouds itself, it is opening up a little bit. To be fair. So.
Yeah, it looks like it's brightening up just a touch, which obviously will just increase the temperature, the track temperature enough to maybe give us a bit more grip.
Absolutely, and we've got obviously 8 minutes left of the qualifying, and coming up to we're just watching Mr. Steen come up to Lesmo corner 2. I don't know why, but I love those corners, and also Ascari. What's your favourite part of the track that you think that would benefit the driver tonight?
I mean, I think you're right with Ascari. Ascari is one of the keys. Is you have to get a good run through there, and you have to come out well there, or else you just bleed time off all the way down to the Parabolica, and then also get the Parabolica right, because you've got to get the speed up and hold it for that run down to the first chicane, which, you know, if you've messed up at Ascari, you can be left for dead on the back straight. It's quite annoying.
It is, but I will not be surprised, and I've seen this before, I will not be surprised if we see quite a few drivers go last minute to push on the tyre where it's like try and get the perfect lap with the slipstream. And do you think we will see that now? I think so, but what are your thoughts?
I think so, yeah. Just sorry to interject again, Matt, but Mr. Steen's jumped up to third with an 18.907 now, so just to make it even tighter at the top.
Absolutely, and that's not making it easier for us to pick a perfect qualifying lap. So, and as you can see, the two Red Bulls are working together to try and get the slipstream from that back end. So they come up to Parabolica corner now. Let's see how Speakin can try and do. Can she hit the low 118s? Oh, 118.8.
Yes. 18.8.
That's a good time.
She's going to return the favour now to Nightshade. Oh, Nightshade is pitted, so...
You've gone wrong on that. So
well, they tried that at Moscow, and Moscow. I always call it Moscow, Sochi. Sorry, and it didn't really work, did it?
No, I don't know why, but it is a track that you can get the slipstream off. But this, like I said, Monza at coming up to passing Parabolica corner. This is the one where you have to try and get the advantage going, because if you don't, obviously you could lose out by a couple of tenths, and it is penalties.
Rimp's just coming across the line now, Matt. See what he does.
Yeah, so Rimp
19.056.
Yeah, so
05, yes.
Yeah,
055 it's given him.
Yeah. Oh, you just seen that?
Him and Huntari by thousandths of a second.
So Huntari will not be happy with Rimp at all in 6th place. So mad scenes. I'm just looking at taking L's now. He's 3 tenths up. He's 3 tenths up. So 18 9-ish. Yeah. So could potentially move up to 4th and 5th, but so let's see what we can try and do. As I was saying just before, this track is penalties as well. Absolutely deadly with penalties.
He has jumped up to 4th, man.
He has jumped up to 4th. So from your point of view, sorry Phil, it's what with the penalties, it is lethal. Do you think it's lethal at Monza?
It's not as bad. No, it's not. It's not a crazy one. I mean, it is possible to pick up a penalty through mistakes rather than, you know, just getting out too wide and trying to cut a corner. You slip off a couple of times through this second chicane. I'm sorry, I'm on board with taking Alves at the minute. He was just going through the second chicane. Through there, I find to pick up warnings. But if you keep it within the lines, it's still quick enough. You're still fast enough. So I think we'll see a few people with penalties, but nothing. You know, no Mexico.
No Mexico, absolutely, and it's we've been having quite a few long straights overboard, shall we say, of the overtakes galore as well. So We got about just under, well, way under 4 minutes left of the qualifying itself. Banzorg has retired, I believe. No, he left the session, left the garage, unfortunately. So, Aquanin has retired, so he's not going to improve. Ryan.
Oh, that's just before the second chicane. He's crashed, I think, man.
Yeah. That's where I was saying about with the crashes itself, with the mistakes, with the penalties. That chicane is going to be an absolute.
Well, that's kind of weird. He's just to the right of the road.
Yeah,
it's gone now.
Yeah, I was about to go to him, but unfortunately just cannot be seen. So, Beck is doing his lapping now. So, good evening to everyone that's joined the session. I hope everyone's all okay. Well, we've got quite a few, some fans here for Nightshade. So, obviously Nightshade did very well. Do you think he'll do well again in the podium tonight?
Nightshades hasn't had the best of season so far, but at some point his look's got to change. I mean, I sort of tipped him and Speed Queen for the constructors at the beginning, so I'm hoping that that he has a good race, and so does she, and they can start picking up some points again.
Yeah.
She's currently 4th in the drivers. He's down in 9th, so he'd be looking to try and pick himself up and get some good points on the board, I think.
Yeah. The reason why I said podium, what I think he could do well at Monza was because of his performance last week in the Performance League. That's how I was thought of with him with the Performance League itself. So that's why. So we'll try and get the stats with all the leagues in everything that we do. So 2 minutes left, guys. 2 minutes left of the qualifying. Wojtek is doing his, which would be his one, well, could be 2 laps, but it just depends on if he makes a massive mistake through there. So, the two Williams. Is it 2 Williams? Yeah, the 2 Williams are in the top 2 with a 1:18.742 from Mr. Steen. So that's a good time there for Mr. Steen.
Just to let you know, Mount Nightshades was 3 tenths up coming before he went through Ascari, so he's on for a 18.9, sorry.
Yeah, 18.9, but just as I was watching, Wojtek is just passing Lesmo corner 1, and he lost his back end, and he completely lost it. So unfortunately for Wojtek, he's out of the qualifying itself. Huntari has got moved up to 4th with a 1:18.8. So yeah, that's a good time. So let's see if Nightshades can try and get. Let's see if this is the race where he will kickstart his F2 from the Monza Grand Prix. Always a little bit slower in the first sector. So it doesn't look like he will try and improve. So let's just have a quick glance at some of the drivers. So at the moment, Luke Bailey is in pole position in first place with a 1:18.730. That's a great time from him, and ripping out betting slips, completely gone. To be fair, but just watching taking L's now. So let's see what he can try to do. Pass into Lesmo corner 1 into Lesmo corner 2. 5 seconds left. So Phil, with the qualifying finishing just now, do you think there'll be a few shocks now?
We've got a few drivers still on lap, so let's see if one of these can do anything. Ryan de Peven's about a 10th up coming through Ascari, so he's looking at an 18.8. Taken out, just going into Parabolica.
Yeah.
See if he can pull up.
Yeah, so just watching taking out now, try and do his lap. Might get 19s. Well, 18.8.
18.859.
Oh,
there you go.
Oh, we've got a new pole position. Speaking, just got it by 6,000, but then also just a little bit of about literally a second or two. Ryan,
jump a line and about to cross a line. Sorry. Oh no, there you go. Sorry, Malcolm. Sorry.
It's all right. I don't mind you. I don't mind you doing it at all, mate. I will let you off completely during the streams itself. Ryan on his debut get a pole position time of 1:18.649. That is a great start for the newcomer.
Yeah, what a great lap! What a great start to your F2 career.
Absolutely, and
Just casually banging a 118.6 there. There you go. Nice.
yeah, I can't get the 18s, but I'll just do it in one go. Bish bash. That's it, and that's what happens as well. So, but yeah, that was a great lap there from Ryan to be proven, if that's how you pronounce it. But yeah, I'm just going to say he's just done a brilliant time and absolutely insane stuff.
Little shout out to Quinlan as well. He's put in the chat that his wheel just disconnected on him, so that's why he retired from it, and unfortunately couldn't set a final one.
Oh, okay. So I'm hoping he'll try and get himself sorted as quickly as possible. But yeah, what a qualifying lap of the Italian Grand Prix for the F2 League. Bye. Here are your short qualifying classification for the Italian Grand Prix, for the Invictus Racing League, the F2 League on the PlayStation platform. You got Ryan, who's in first place. You got Speed Queen, who's in second. Luke Bailey in third. Mr. Steen in fourth. Aquinin in fifth. Huntara is in sixth. Taken Owls is in seventh. Nightshades eighth. Stefan ninth. Jump Lion 10th. Rimp 11th. Bills 12th. Ahmed 13th. Banzorg 14th. Beck 15th. Wojtek 16th. Hulk 17th. And Keza in 18th place. But look at those gaps again. From 1st to 17th is 1 second again.
Again.
Mad. Absolutely mad. So we might see a few 2 wides or 3 wide scenarios. I hope so anyway.
I have to say, Mark, it does go to just to pay testament to the arrangements of the league that you get a second covering all the whole field near enough there.
Absolutely, and obviously to get the closest battles that you ever see. We saw that in the Japanese Grand Prix a few times, but we hopefully will try and see some more overtakes at the Italian Grand Prix as well. So we do the usual. What's your top 3 predictions tonight?
I think I'm going to go. Here we go again, Mr. Steen. I think. Let's have a look. Right, I'm going to go for the new guy, Ryan, and I'm going to go Nightshade to get on there.
Ooh, okay. Ooh, we'll have to wait and see. So, guys, if you are watching the stream, what's your predictions for your top 3 finish for tonight? Do you think they'll be? Do you think it'll be different to Nitros, or do you think there'll be a few shocks along the way? And I mean, I hope so. I reckon we might see a few shocks, especially when you got we haven't talked about the safety car tonight, and that's a crucial point tonight, the safety car. But if my calculations were correct, from what I can remember in the Italian Grand Prix, there's not been there's not been very much safety cars at Monza. But again, we could be proven wrong tonight. Tonight could be the opportunity to have a 5th different winner. Could we see a 5th different winner tonight? What do you think, guys, if you're watching the stream? Do you think there'll be a 5th different winner? Or do you think one of the existing drivers just to recap, Jumper Lion, Rimp, no, it wasn't 4 different winners, sorry, it was 3 different winners. We do apologise. We thought it was the 4 different winners, but it was 3. So yeah, 3 different winners. Do you think there'll be a 4th different winner tonight, Phil?
Well, I think the Ryan's just jumped in straight away and shown that he's got amazing pace. So if he's got race pace and the racecraft to go with his pace, we could be on for another winner in F2 and maybe a new and emerging driver in F2.
Absolutely. We could see the Dutch flying high at the Monza Grand Prix, but we'll have to wait and see. So, if you like what you've seen so far, guys, please make sure you like, subscribe to the Invictus Racing League for all the live races itself, and please check out all the other social media sites of Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram as well. So we should be able to go onto the track now. They're just going on to their formation lap. So yeah, it should be immense stuff. And just try and get that set up. So from your perspective, looking at the back of the grid, obviously 1, 2, 3. We've got about 5. We've got about 5 different. Sorry, 5 drivers who are on the mediums at the back of the grid. So, if you was back of the grid, would you have gone for it as well?
Yeah, I think you do. I think if you're towards the back, you've got to play the alternate game, haven't you? I think you know, you never know what's going to happen. So get on the softs. You might get track position. You might get away after a safety car and then go to the softs.
Absolutely, and yeah. So it just all depends if they can keep their tyre wear perfect as well. And if I remember it right, it's not as bad. It's not as bad as like all the others, like of the other tracks like China or Spain. Like they're not as bad as they are with the tyre deck, but it is. Obviously, every track is with the tyre deck is you have to manage properly, but from this track, I think you can manage it easily. I think, or like medium-ish, shall we say? Do you agree?
Yeah, I think it's very similar to last week's, Mark. I think we're looking at sort of 9 or 10 on softs, 17, 18 on mediums, I think.
Absolutely, and just one of the drivers. I think that's Ryan, who's just gone off at Parabolica corner. Hopefully, it doesn't. Hopefully, it doesn't do that in the race itself. So, with Ryan on the top step on the starting grid. So, here we go. Can we see a few shocks along the way, or can we see the usuals trying? Can Jump Lion, who is in 10th at the minute, can he try and get into the top 3 again and try and get his 3rd win on the bounce as well? So, here we go, guys. I think all drivers are all set, ready to go. Just waiting for the lights to go off. We've got 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 red lights, and we are go, go, go. It looks like one of the Williamses, it looks like Luke's had a bit of a slow start, and I tell you what, we could have 2 wide. It looks like Mr. Steve's had a great start. He's got on the inside. Oh my days, this is mad. Oh, I tell you what. No issue. Oh no, there's been.
Made it through?
No, there's been a crash. There's been a crash between. Looks like between Luke and Nightshade, and another crash in the background. Banzorg is out. We've got the safety car. Now, I said before we started we haven't had much safety cars during the Monza Grand Prix, so we finally got a safety car tonight. So, unfortunately for Banzorg now, he's out of the race, but. I don't know if you caught that. I saw bits of it at the back of the grid itself, but unfortunately for Banzorg, he's out of the race itself, Phil.
No, unfortunately, I didn't see that, Mark. I was focused on the back of the grid when we started there, but unfortunately, Wojtek had either Wojtek or Beck? I think it was Beck made a slight move to the right, which made Wojtek go to the left, and he hit the wall, and they sort of collided with each other. I was sort of interested in that when you called out all the other stuff happening, but we've ended up like we did last week with a load of people with half wings. So I think we're going to see a big jump in the pits here by a load of people.
Absolutely, and obviously it's you don't want to have a bad start. You do not want to have a bad start, but unfortunately for some of the drivers itself, quite a few drivers have got the penalties as well. We've got Stefan who's in the pits. You got Jumper Lion, Beck.
Just picked up 5 seconds for speed in Jumper Lion.
So Jumper Lion is going from a bit of a bad start as well with the penalties itself. So let's just have a quick look at the penalties as well. So obviously Beck, Keza, Jumper Lion's got 10 seconds with the penalties. So and also Hulk has got 5 seconds with a penalty. So obviously that'll have to be looked at after. But from our perspective, with Monza, you don't want to like ruin like your. This is the best chance to get a good result, I think, tonight. Do you agree?
Well, I mean, it's one of the tracks where everybody seems to think they've got a chance around there. I don't really see many people who don't like Monza. Yeah, it doesn't help. I mean, all of those penalties have come, apart from the 5 seconds that Jumper Line picks up in the pit lane. If we've got Jumper Line and severe collision with Rim, Beck severe collision with Jumper Line, and Keza severe with Hulk, and Hulk severe with Keza. So obviously that coming together between them all there, they've all picked up 5-second penalties from it as well to go with all the damage.
Yeah, absolutely, and yeah. So I mean, when you get that win, it's just absolutely immense stuff, and you remember it for a very long time. And I was saying, we've got, if you missed the stat, our 34 races at the PlayStation platform, we had 32 different winners. 32 different winners. So could we have the 35th, the 35th race as well to have 33 different winners? That's the big question of it all. But it's going to be impossible. But then again, you got Ryan on his debut holding on with those tyres in first place. You got Speed Queen in second, Mr. Steen in third, Aquanin is in fourth, Huntara is in fifth, Taken House is in sixth, Bills is in seventh, Ahmed is in eighth, Keza is in ninth, Luke Bailey is in 10th, Stefan is in 11th, Wojtek is in 12th, Jumper Line is in 13th, Nightshade is 14th, Rimp is in 15th, Hulk is in 16th, and Beck is 17th place. Phil?
Yeah, well, currently as we stand, obviously there's 24 laps to go, but it's looking great at the moment for the Alfa Romeo team. Currently only have 5 points in the championship, but their new drivers up front, and Aquilin's in fourth, so they'll be hoping they can hang on to this for the rest of the race, give their season a real good kickstart.
Well, again, I know it's early doors, Phil, but if it is stay like this, that'll be a bit of a massive boost, shall we say, massive boost of the championship itself, but for their confidence as well, the Alfa Romeo, because they've been, as you said, 5 points after 4 races as well. Hopefully they need something to kick off, and that is a good start from them at the moment, obviously. And we have got the safety car. The safety car is in this lap, so Ryan will have to try and back up some of the drivers, because otherwise he's going to get swamped at the start. And hopefully the drivers, as you can see, the majority of the drivers are trying to warm up their tyres itself. So if Ryan can try and keep it cool, keep it calm for the next 24 laps. He's going to try and push on now. We're live, back up to racing now. The safety car's in the pits, and Speed Queen's on.
I think Speed Queen's got him.
Speed Queen, we got a 2 wide scenario, 2 wide. We have another 2 wide as well, 3 wide. We've got 3 wide at the back. But also, Ryan holding on for first, still holding on for first. That is immense driving from the start of the restart from the safety car in the Invictus Racing League, the F2 League. Phil?
I'm amazed Speed Queen didn't make that then. I thought she had him, but obviously Ryan saw it coming and probably put the overtake on just at the right time and managed to hang it out around the outside. What a great restart. Sorry, Matt.
I'm so sorry to interrupt. Anquinin and Huntari, they were battling. Oh, Bills went into the side of Aquinin, it looks like it. And we'll have to go back to it again next time. But unfortunately for Bills, he had a bit of contact between himself and Aquinin. So unfortunately for Bills, he went onto the gravel and he'll have to be right at the back of the grid now. So, mad scenes at the...
No damage as far as I can see though, Matt, from Bills. He's got everything still intact, so...
Yeah, absolutely. Oh my days. Looks like Wojtek and Jumper... Yeah, Jumper Line has gone ahead into 11th. Wojtek has dropped down to 12th. Has Wojtek lost a bit of his... No, he hasn't. I thought he'd lost the wing.
Oh, Aquilin's round and back off Parabolica, I think. Is that Yeah, as the exit parabolica, he lost the car, he spun round and ended up backwards into the wall.
So, unfortunately for Aquanin, he was out of the race. Out of the race itself. So, mad scenes. This is absolutely mad scenes at the Invictus Racing League, the F2 League. So, Beck has retired as well. So, Beck is also retired. So, we've got 3 drivers already retiring tonight. Mr. Steen trying to get close, but with the virtual safety car, obviously, it's a good time to go into the pits. Really, really good time to be in the pits. But Rimp has got a drive-through penalty for speeding under the virtual safety car. So unlucky for Rimp, who's already at the back of the grid in 15th place. Mad scenes, but Mr. C could have a chance to try and close into Speed Queen in second. But who are you watching so far, Phil?
I'm just looking at Mr. Steen, actually, as you were saying it. Yeah, this little three-way between Speed Queen, Mr. Steen and Taken Owls.
So yeah,
Thinking Taken Owls might have a move on Mr. Steen here if he can make the parabolica corner, if he can get the exit out of there properly.
yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Taking Owls is having a great race at the minute and could have a podium slot. Oh, who's just going into the pits?
Ryan's pitted.
Oh, Ryan has pitted. That's a bit too
Gotta
early.
go hards then, isn't he? He's going to go hards, isn't he? Or unless he's two-stopping.
We'll find out what tyre wear that Ryan is going to go on, but very strange for Ryan to pit that early in the pits. I would have gone for like lap 9 or 10 with the softs, but it must have been that his tyre wear must have been gone. Complete shot.
He's come out on... Hang on. They're saying his tyres are still 5 laps old, or is that a glitch?
Unless, yeah, so unfortunately for Ryan, he's dropped himself down to 13th place. So now Speed Queen, who is now the leader of the Italian Grand Prix. So
Let's check something out for you, hang on.
yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's no worries, Phil, no worries. We're just watching this 4-car battle for the lead. We've got Speed Queen in first, Mr. Steen in second, Taking Owls is in third, Huntara is in fourth, and then you've got a bit of a gap between himself and then Keza at the back of the grid is moved up to 5th place, so he's having a good start of the race itself. So, Taking Owls could have an opportunity to close the gap onto Mr. Steen. The DRS is not active yet. Speed Queen's got the fastest lap of the race now. Keza's got the fastest lap of the race now, 1:22.952. So that's a good time there from Keza, and trying to close the gaps as well. So Bills has got the fastest lap of the race for 1:22.803. Taking Owls is still trying to close the gap onto Mr. Steen. But there's quite a few battles, not only for the top end, we also got the mid-pack and also the back end as well. So, but yeah, it's just absolutely mad scenes. Have you got anything back, Phil? Sorry?
Yeah, just looking at the race director, Malcolm. We've got Beck on lap 2 and lap 3 receiving drive-throughs for speeding under the safety car. And then, obviously, we saw the one for, who was it? We saw Nightshade, didn't we see? Get one, I think. We've got Nightshade, Ryan and Rimp all received one as well for speeding under the VSC on lap 5. So that's why Ryan went in the pit. He had a drive-through.
Fair enough.
We must have missed that on screen.
Yeah, we do apologise for that, guys, if you noticed anything that we was not unsure at the time, but now we do know. We got Mr. Steen, Keza and John Belian still with the penalties itself, and we've got Huntari closing the gap. Speed Queen's got the fastest of the race now, 1:22.5. Huntari can have an opportunity to two wide scenario into 3rd place, and he does take the move. Brilliant move there from Huntari.
Wojtek trying to do exactly the same, but
Stefan's
got his DRS open as well. Ooh.
And then also you got the back end. You had Bills take the overtake on Hulk as well. So brilliant stuff there. But it looks like Luke Bailey could have a chance on Ahmed. Come up to, I thought he was going to try and make the move into the chicane. Can you imagine if you make a move, a 2-wide move at the chicane? That would be legendary status as well. Do you agree?
Yeah, you got to be something special to stick there.
That's what I mean. It's the unexpected moves that you never experience as well. So obviously Wojtek is getting closer to Stefan. While we're watching this battle between Ahmed and Luke. So and it looks like Wojtek has made the move into passing Stefan for 9th place, which he has done. So that's a good move there from him. So at the moment, Speed Queen is in 1st place in lap 8. Mr. Steen is in 2nd. Huntara is in 3rd. Taken Owls is in 4th. Keza is in 5th. Ahmed 6th. Luke Bailey is 7th. John Lion is in 8th. Wojtek is in 9th. Stefan is in 10th. Bills is in 11th. Hulk is in 12th. Ryan is in 13th place. Nightchase is in 14th. And Rib is in 15th place. So yeah, there's so many battles galore. You just don't know which one to pick at this stage, Phil.
Yeah, I'm just wondering about Stefan. How long would you say a set of hard tires would go out? It wouldn't do 26 laps, would it? Or 20 hang on, it wouldn't be 26 laps, would it? It would be 20, yeah, it would do 24. So he's only 9.9 seconds currently off the leader, and he's on the hard tyre, so if he doesn't have to pit again...
He won't have to pit again, but the only time that obviously he'll have to pit again would be on the pit stop. Well, it would be like if there's any issues as well. So
I'm just thinking if he can go all the way, he might, he might figure out later on in this.
He will do it. He will get onto the hards all the way to the end, which is no problem at all. But he's going to get swamped by the drivers who are going to be pitted later on probably on lap. Well, for the soft tyres now, I would say lap 10, 11. But then also you've got like for the guys who are on the medium tyres as well. It looks like
talking of him, he's going to get overtaken by Bills here, I think.
Just having a look at oh my days! It looks like Bills could have an opportunity to make the move. Too wide scenario with Stefan, and he makes the oh my days! Stefan trying to hold on, but that was just mad scenes at the second turn there as well.
A bit of wheel bumping, I think, going there. Such.
Yeah, absolutely mad scenes at the Invictus Racing League, the F2 League. So looks like we got yellow flags set to 3. We got yellow flags set to 3. That might be looks like Rimp. Yeah, it is Rimp.
It is Rimp, yeah.
So still trying to close the gap. It looks like Bills could be have another overtake onto Stefan again, but I would wait till the passing the Parabolica corner. Unless he's really brave enough to go through Ascari. No, it looked like he was going to try and have a go at it as well. But mad scenes at the Invictus Racing League, the F2 League. Phil?
As you say, Malk, I mean, I think Bills knows what he's doing. If you take him before Ascari, he's behind you all the way for Ascari, all the way down to Parabolica, and then he gets you back on the main straight. So I think it is sensible to wait for this straight for the DRS here now.
Absolutely, and here he goes. Chance now for Bills to try and make the move. And he does make the move, passing Stefan for 4th place. Quite a few drivers have gone into the pits now for the medium tyres. Yeah, they've all gone for the medium tyres. And now Jumper Lion is in 2nd place. But bear in mind though, Jumper Lion did pit on the second, I think it's the 3rd lap. Yeah, 3rd lap as well. So can Jumper Lion do what he did at Russia? I think it was Russia. Yeah, it was Russia, where he'd gone all the way to the end, like with the safety car scenario. Can he try and emulate again to get into the top 3 tonight, Phil?
I'd never bet against Jumper Lion and getting in the top 3. Although, what's penalty does he have at the moment?
The penalties that he has got currently is a 5-second penalty at the moment.
So that's got to get served under the pit stop, isn't it? So that's going to hinder him slightly. Definitely got the speed though, we all know that.
Yeah, absolutely. But obviously, yeah, I think with his scenario at the moment, I think he should be. His tyre, if he is going to go all the way to the end, which I'm very, very much a bit iffy at the minute with the tyre wear, but but he is good with keeping his tyre wear good and calm as well. And just still watch this battle between Wojtek, Bills and Stefan. But mad scenes at the Invictus Racing League, the F2 League. Good evening to everyone that's joined the session. I hope everyone's all okay and well and enjoying the live stream of the Invictus Racing League, the F2 League. You got Kezo, who's got the fastest lap of the race with a 122.474. So, well, Luke Barry's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. So, watching this battle with Bills with 11 laps already on those softs. So, he's trying to go as long as possible with those with that tyre wear. To try and go on. And he's got the overtake. Looks like the DRS and the overtake. Oh no, he bit of overtake just for a bit, and then the DRS. Just seeing from his the control, or the wheel control. Oh my God! Bills completely lost it at Ascari.
Ooh.
Bills completely lost it at Ascari. No one by him.
He's a lucky boy.
I know. I've seen quite a few drivers who have had crashes galore through Ascari, and it looks like Jobline will now take the lead. Passing Ahmed for first place. Jobline, the former F1 driver, now trying to push on massively. It looks like Speedqueen's got the fastest of the race now with a 122.093. Phil.
Yeah, jumping line, and we saw it at Sochi, didn't we? He took tyres quite a long distance, so I would bet on him being able to make it. It's just whether the pace is going to stay on for him this time.
Yeah, that's going to be the key question for these guys. Can Jumping Line try and... I've got a feeling he's going to have to try and produce a good couple, like quite a lot of qualifying laps. Let me just have a look at the leader now. So obviously, normally it's between, I think it's 21 seconds, the pit stop. So he might drop himself down to 10th place if he does decide. But then again, he's got a 5-second penalty either way. So he might drop down to 10th or 11th place, depending on how everyone else does on the race itself. So Hulk is in, got a 3-second time penalty, I believe. So...
just went slightly wide exiting Ascari for that mount. That's what that was picked up for.
Okay. Thank you, Phil. Thank you, Phil, for the latest updates of the penalty scenario. So yellow flag set to 3. Ascari again. That is... Oh, that's Keza. Yeah, that's Keza. So Keza made a... yeah, so Keza has... got to be made a mistake through Ascari corner, and we've just got a virtual safety car now. So Bills could pounce at Ryan if he doesn't watch it. Ryan, who's one of the newcomers, got the first ever pole position at the Invictus Racing League, the F2 League, on his debut. Keza has retired. So we've got 4 drivers who are out of the race with Keza, Beck, Aquinin and Banzorg. Those guys are out of the race. Phil.
Yeah, there's another one gone. I mean, it's becoming a bit of an attrition. We've lost, what, 4 now? I think same place as Hulk picked up his penalty, just the exit curve of Scari on the left. If you clip it, it can rotate you round, and unless you catch it, it's good night, because you hit the barrier on the left, which is why I was even more surprised with Bills managing to hold and not hit the barrier on the right as he came out. So he was very lucky. Unfortunately, Keza doesn't seem to have been so lucky.
Absolutely, and it's a shame for Keza, and hopefully he'll bounce back. Same with Beck, Aquinin and Banzorg. Hope they get a better race in round 6 for the Invictus Racing League, the F2 League. Check out the InvictusRacingLeague.com for all the latest info and everything that you see regarding Invictus Racing League. But also make sure you like and subscribe to the Invictus Racing League on the Invictus Racing League YouTube channel and on Twitch as well. We've got Bills making the move onto Ryan, on the DRS straight. So just what he needed to get past him as quickly as possible. With with Bills on 2 laps fresher compared to Ryan. So yeah, so good overtake from him. So still watching taking L's and Luke Bailey making the moves itself, but yeah, it's just been a crazy race tonight, Phil.
Fast and frenetic, Matt. That's what Monza always is, isn't it?
Not off, mate. Not off with that at all. So we're just still watching Luke Bailey now, trying to get closer to taking L's. Try and make the move into 8th place. As we was mentioning about Luke Bailey, he was saying to me, he was hoping and crossing his fingers that he's got the perfect setup for the race pace itself. But it is, without that, he's doing everything he can, Luke Bailey.
Got a great run here, Malk.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Too wide scenario. Oh, beautiful helicopter view as well. Oh my days, nearly could have been catastrophic, but still, Luke Bailey making the move on to passing, taking L's, and that is a perfect move there from Luke Bailey, who's moved up to 8th place. Another battle going on between Speed Queen and Mr. Steam for 5th and 6th place. We've got about 11-12 laps remaining of the F2 League for the Italian Grand Prix, and I tell you what, I've been loving this so far tonight.
Yeah, this is really good. I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen because we know about John Polainen's tyre saving ability, but is he going to pit? I think Ahmed has to pit. Then we've got Stefan, who definitely doesn't really have to pit anymore. Is he going to have the pace? Hulk probably will have to pit again unless he's got the same tyre conservation as his teammate. And then we've got Speed Queen, who's only got 4 laps on her tyres, so she'll be the threat to Stefan if the other guys pit. But you know, you pick a winner out of those.
Would you like to pick a winner out of it or not?
No.
No, I knew you was going to say that. I know I put you under a lot of pressure, so. But yeah, it's just mad scenes. But Mr. Steen, but like I said, Speed Queen, again another former F1 driver of Invictus. She's been trying to close the gap onto Hulk, and well, obviously the main threat is definitely Stefan on the hard tyres, but those hard tyres is not going to last long, especially obviously the medium tyres. It will try and be it's definitely a little bit quicker, obviously, with the hard tyres, but what it's going to be difficult for Stefan near the end. Do you think it's going to be difficult for Stefan to finish, like as in the tyre wear for him at the end of the race? And I'll tell you what,
I'm not entirely. Speed Queen's got. Sorry, yeah, carry on, man.
Yeah, Speed Queen just made the move on to Hulk now, so Speed Queen is going to be lightning effect to try and close the gap onto Stefan for 2nd place. And it looks like
I think Mr. Steen's going to have a go. Yeah, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, go. You're in with the flow, Phil. Go for it. Go for it. Yeah, so Mr. Steen. Could be a chance. Bills has got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings now. So Phil, I'll let you do the
Hulk, could you? There you go. That's answered one question. So Hulk's definitely not thinking he can make it to the end on those mediums. Is John Polainen? If John Polainen doesn't come in within the next couple of laps, I'd say he's going to try and go all the way to the end. I think.
Yeah.
He's pulling away from Stefan at the rate of 1.5 seconds a lap at the moment.
Well, that's
which is kind of amazing.
It is, to be fair, it is, and Stefan needs to do something to try and get into into the top 3 itself. But we're just gonna have a quick glance at the positions, the biggest movers and the biggest losers, shall we say? We've got John Polainen with the biggest mover with 9 positions, Stefan with 7 positions, joined with Wojtek in 7 positions, and then you got Ahmed with 5 positions, and you got Huntaro just only moved by 1. But then the biggest loss is definitely Ryan on the debutant, from 1st place all the way down to 10th place. And also we've got Nightshades with 5 positions dropped, and I believe Rimp dropped down 3 positions as well. But yeah, mad scenes as well.
just to give it a bit of context, Malk, for the viewers, so they understand. You know, I'm sure they do anyway. I'm sure most of them race, but Jumping Island's last lap was a 1:23.2. Speed Queen, who has the newest tyres behind him, did a 1:22.6. So she is 1 point. No, I'm sorry, not 1 point. 0.8 of a second faster than Jumping Island. So she's currently a good, let's have a look, 12 seconds behind.
Yeah.
So we're saying sort of 12 laps at that rate, but obviously Jumping Island's tyres are going to degrade more.
Absolutely, and that's what we are, like, the nerve-wracking stuff. If Speaking can keep up the pace, same with Mr. Steen as well, I will not be surprised if these guys get closer to, like, probably about lap 24, 25, I would say, as a prediction.
I think Speed Queen's going to get Stefan because he's doing high 22s, so 22.9, so she's right behind him, and she's probably getting within about 4 or 5 laps maybe.
Yeah, I mean, like, in general, like, for Speaking to try and catch up to Jumping Island, in general, like, 12 seconds, it's like...
I don't think she can do it if it stays the same lap times as we're having at the moment. I don't think it's possible. But can he hang on to tyres?
Yeah, you never know. You never know, as always. So, Steen still trying to close the gap, but let's just have a quick look at Ryan and Bills, who have a bit of a battle as well. Coming up to Parabolica corner now. It's just a shame for Ryan on his debut. He had a great qualifying lap, and unfortunately for that penalty earlier on, hopefully he'll try and bounce back as quickly as possible probably into 9th place. He's going to try and make the move. Too wide. Oh, still holding on. He's got the inside line. Oh, it didn't look like there was a bit. From what I saw, it didn't look like there was a bit of contact. From what I saw there between
I think
Bills.
that was clean. That was kind of clean, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. So, great battle between Bills and Ryan, to be fair. Just trying to look. Mr. Steen's getting closer to Speed Queen now, 5/10. So we'll have a look at that. So, yeah, we're going to have a quick look at Mr. Steen now. Could be closer to Mr. Speed Queen. But overall, days, Mr. Steen just gone a little... He's lost his back end a little bit, passing Ascari corner. But they're coming to Parabolica. But Mads... yeah. What does...
Going back to Ryan's penalty, Malk, and the other guys' penalties who did it under VSC, I've only ever done it once, but what happened to me was, and it was really, really annoying, was it disappeared and went away. The Delta went away, and then the Delta came back, and I didn't even notice it had come back, and I wonder whether that's what happened to them. I had to literally go back on one of my recordings and go, I swear I wasn't under, like, Delta anymore, but it had reappeared without me noticing.
Yeah, it's not nice. Obviously, because
no, it's complete gutter when you see that come up. You're just like, oh, you know, it's the worst thing that can happen to you. Well, apart from staving it into the wall, obviously, but
yeah. And in the words of beeping this, beeping that, and all that stuff, and it costs you like a win or podium or good result after you've had a bad season overall. But you need the luck. You need the absolute luck.
I just feel for Ryan, you know, obviously pole and first race in the league, and then that's happened to him. It's bad. But
it is a shame, obviously, because it would have been his good race. But hopefully he'll try and bounce back either way. Stefan's got a 3-second time penalty. Speed Queen is now 4/10 close, but I think you are right, Phil. With the timings between Speed Queen and Jumping Lion, but yeah, Jumping Lion again, absolutely brilliant.
Locking up going into the first chicane, he is.
Yeah, it's just
hoping that's not going to kill him.
Well, yeah, hopefully not. But looks like Speed Queen getting closer and closer now. So by the time we probably hit lap 23, or maybe even early actually, looks like Ahmed has got. Make the move done against taking owls, and he does make the move and does a brilliant job as well, just as seen at the back of the grid from the screens itself. So Phil, so far,
I'll tell you what though, Jumping Island's going to be looking in his timing screen and thinking, right, Stefan, you just stay there on those hard tyres, hold them off from me. You know, we've got to remember as well, he's got to take the 5 seconds into account. So in essence, his lead is only 7 seconds at the moment. So if Speed Queen could get past Stefan and then get back on it, this could become very close at the end. So
it looked like Speed
I
Queen.
think Jumper Linen's hoping.
Yeah, well, Jumper Line will be pouring with sweat after. Now Speed Queen's got a chance now to try. And if I was her, I would wait. I would wait until the DRS, because this is the part where she can make the move and now pull up and then take the advantage of pulling away. But yeah, it looks like Speed Queen could, well, definitely be in the podium tonight, and we'll try and make the move. Too wide scenario, and go on the inside. Looks like Mr. Steve's getting closer and closer again. Speed Queen trying to keep on the inside of turn 1 into turn 2. Beautiful move. Brilliant move there from Speed Queen. Fantastic move. But look at Mr. Steed. Look at Mr. Steed now. Going to be on the charge. So at things stand, it looks like, oh my god, too wide. We've got another too wide. Can Mr. Steed do it? No.
Mr. Steed's got to back out there, I think, yeah.
But
and Atari nearly went into the back of him then. Oof.
But look at Huntari now. He'll be saying, this is my opportunity now to make the move. And I'm going to watch it from his point of view. Because now, he's got the DRS active now. He's got to have an opportunity to try and make the move now into Mr. Steed. Oh my goodness, Mr. Steed. Make the position. Oh,
that's never going to work.
I'll be...
Oh
my days, Mr. Steed.
I think that one maybe... I don't know whether that was an apology, I think.
I don't know.
Or a cleaner tyres moment.
I don't know, mate. I'll be very worried at the moment, but it looks like Huntari is going to try and have another attempt at making the move again. So...
Also, yeah. Ryan's also right on the back of Bill's again. These two are still going at it.
We'll have a look at that in a moment or two. Looks like Huntari's now finally being able to make the move done into 4th place. But for Mr. Steed, that was a bit of a, what do you call it, nerve-wracking scenario at Scary Corner. So,
these two battling also, they've got Hulk behind them on 5-lap-old soft, so he'll probably be looking at them thinking, I'll just sit here a second, guys. If you make a mistake, I'm going to go straight past you.
Well, that's what Ryan did on the first corner. He was like, well, thank you very much, I'll take that. Passing Bills. To be fair, the best battles I've seen is these two. Unless you correct me if I'm wrong, Phil, but from these two, they've been going at it since the safety car scenario. Well, since Ryan pitted.
They have been locked together for a while, these two. They must going to be sick of the sight of each other's wings, I think.
Absolutely, but then we've got about a 3-car battle, maybe 4-car battle for second place, and still got this 3-car battle between 10th, 11th and 12th as well. So, and we've got about 3 laps remaining, so happy days.
I think, okay, let's have a quick check back then. So Jean Paul on that lap, 124.172, and Speed Queen did a 123.3. So a difference of 0.8.
So 10.7.
Not going to be enough, is it?
No. It's going to be close. Well, I say it's going to be close. It's going to be tough for Speed Queen if she doesn't. I think the battle between herself and Stefan, if she went a lap or two earlier, I think yes, I would have got a chance. But at the moment, she'd probably prove me wrong, because now Huntari is going to try and move.
Yeah.
Sorry,
carry on, Matt.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right, Phil. Don't you worry, sunshine. That's it. We're coming to Lesmo Corner. Lesmo Corner 2. Here we go. Huntari could have a chance of trying to close the gap onto Stefan. Bills has got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Penalties is going to be absolutely crucial, and Huntari is making the move at this Scary Corner. Oh, Stefan's holding on at the Scary Corner. Oh my days! Mad scenes! And now Mr. Steed.
Mr. Steed, yes, he's going to have a go.
Oof.
No, he's going to wait until the straight.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you do this now, Phil. Go for it. Go for it.
Okay, so Mr. Steen at the back of Huntari. Huntari's going to get DRS on Stefan. Stefan can get mugged by 2 drivers here. Huntari's got him. Is Mr. Steen going to follow the same side he is? Yeah, both of them go past Stefan. That's third for Huntari and fourth for Mr. Steen. Huntari hanging on around the outside. Still there. Oh, great defence. Made it back on Mr. Steen. Steen's going to have to try again on the next lap.
Absolutely mad racing. We're on the penultimate lap, guys. We're on the penultimate lap of the Invictus Racing League, the F2 League. We've got John Blind still holding on for first. 9 seconds is the gap now. 9 seconds is the gap. So, yeah. 8.9.
Going to win by about roughly 3 or 4.
Yeah, mad scenes. And looks like Mr. Steen's got a chance of making the move into fourth. Oh, with the DRS just needed, but he's going to get. He's going to have to defend against Stefan on the DRS. But as long as Stefan can hold on, Luke Bailey's gone. Oh my days! Luke Bailey's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Stefan gone wide at the Iscari corner. But yeah, Phil, what a race!
Mr. Steen saved up his ERS. Then he's still got a good whack of it left here for this straight to defend the comeback from Stefan. So I think he's got that move done.
Absolutely, and as you can see, looking from the map on the right side, Speed Queen's just coming up to the first corner. 8.3 seconds is the gap. Oh, we're going to have to watch this, guys. We're going to have to watch the closing gap because it's 7.9.
Just on board with Jump. I'll let you know if anything happens to his tyres, but...
Okay, no worries, Phil. No worries. Speed Queen's coming up to the end of the first sector now. Coming up to the chicane part now. 8 seconds now is the gap. 8 seconds now. Can Speed Queen finally get a perfect win? That she did 3 times in the No Assist League. Back in the old days in the Invictus Racing League. The No Assist League as well. Now they're coming up to the straight line of the DRS. And they come up to the bridge section now. Can 7.4 seconds jump a line. It's gone past the Ascari corner. And now Speed Queen's at the Ascari corner now. 7.3 seconds of the gap. I think Jump a Lion might.
Going into Parabolica now, Malk. All good.
So, as things stand, it looks. Oh my days. We'll have to find out in a moment too. But Jump a Lion will cross over the line to win the Italian Grand Prix. But as I said, Speed Queen, 6.5 seconds. Speed Queen will be fuming because she missed out by 1.4 seconds of the gap, and that could have been her 4th win at the Italian Grand Prix in her career in Invictus. But Jump a Lion, 3 wins. Yeah, mad scenes. 3 wins of the F2 itself, but mad. But yeah, what a race, Phil.
Yeah, what a race. Bills and Ryan came over the line together right next to each other as well, so they've got a great battle together. I just feel a bit sorry for Ryan, as we said, obviously, with the penalties, but yeah, what a race by Jump a Line, and what some tyre management again. This guy is unbelievable, his tyre management. It's just amazing. Well done to him.
Yeah, absolutely, and he's done a magnificent job, Jump a Line, and the game, as said, is the drive of the day. So, if you are watching the stream, guys, who's your drive of the day? Do you agree with Jump a Line, or do you think there's another driver that deserves to have the drive of the day scenario? Realistic answers as well. So let's hear your thoughts and predicted. If you got the top 3 correct, fair play to you guys. But please make sure you like, subscribe to the Invictus Racing League YouTube channel for all the live races itself. So we'll get the standings in a moment or two, guys, and check them out, guys. Absolutely check them out. Here are your race classification for the Italian Grand Prix, for the Invictus Racing League, the F2 League, for the PlayStation platform. You got Jump a Lion in first, brilliant drive from him again. Speed Queen missed out on her 4th win on her Italian wins in her Invictus Racing League career. In 2nd place, you got Huntari's in 3rd, Mr. Steen in 4th, Stefan in 5th, Luke Bailey is 6th, Ahmed 7th, Wojtek 8th, Taking Owls is in 9th. Ryan in 10th on his debut, Bills 11th, Hulk 12th, Nightshades 13th, Rimp 14th, Keza, Beck, Aquanin and Banzorg. They're the only casualty drivers who have had the DNFs tonight. So we will invite Jumper Lion, Speed Queen, and hopefully Huntara if they all be able to join. If not, we'll stop the stream a little bit earlier than expected. So don't go anywhere, guys. We will be back for the interviews. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Guys, we are back on the Invictus Racing League, the F2 League, but we are going to go straight to the interviews. Unfortunately, I think Speed Queen and Huntari are unavailable to join us, but we've got our race winner and fantastic battles that Jump Lions had, and to be fair, he's been on for a really good season, to be fair. So, Jump Lion, how you doing, mate? You alright?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Doing good. So, yeah, I'm just speechless, to be fair, because you've kind of done it again, where you kept the tyre wear going. Obviously, you had to pit a little bit earlier than normal, but you got those tyres as much as possible. So, how did you do that completely?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It worked in the last race, so yeah, I just figured I'd go for it again, see if it sticks.
Absolutely, and
Try to be nice on them towards the end to keep them going.
Absolutely, and it's just an absolutely immense drive from yourself. Obviously, you had a couple of great battles that you've noticed as well, but surely near the end of the race, you was kind of worrying with the tyre wear going and Speed Queen getting a little bit closer. Was you under a lot of pressure from your side?
Yeah, yeah, she was closing in pretty fast for last laps, but yeah, it was mostly just trying to make sure the rear left didn't pop because it was towards like 90% on the last lap, so
Yeah.
it wasn't doing too well at that point anymore.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, you've got a pattern going now in the driver standings. You've won the first race, then you had a bit of a shock in Australia, then you've won the race in Russia. You obviously did not start in Japan, but you got yourself back to winning ways again. So are we going to see a pattern going in the driver standings tonight this season? Obviously.
P17 next week then.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, but obviously we're at Austria, so it's one of those tracks where it's a bit trickier. Well, I say tricky. It's one of the shortest tracks of it all. So, are you looking forward to it?
It's alright. It's never really been a track I enjoy too much, but I mean, I don't dislike it either. It's just don't like the curves around there, I guess, from all the games like Turn 1 and such.
Fair enough.
Pick up warnings and stuff.
Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, Jump Line, you did a brilliant job as always, and again, you was under a very lot of pressure near the end of the race, considering you had, like I said, you had that 5-second penalty, which was even more a sweat, shall we say, of trying to cross over the line as quickly as possible, and you did that with about 1.4 seconds of a gap. So congratulations for tonight, mate. You did a brilliant job, and I wish you all the very best of luck in Austria next week. Well done, mate. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. See you next week, man.
See you next week. You can stay if you want, or you can shoot off. It's up to you, but thank you very much for joining tonight, mate. Well done. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you. But yeah, guys, it's been a blast at the F2 League as well. So Nitro, what is your last thoughts of the race before we stop the stream?
Yeah, cracking race again. Fast and furious, as we said during it, which Monza always is. Amazing tire management from Jumper Line, and again, I don't know how he does it. I can't even get anywhere near on the laps on those tyres. The guy's got some really silky touch when he drives, obviously, to keep those tyres in check. But what a great race again. It's turning out to be a cracking season, Mel.
It is. You're absolutely spot on there, Phil. Absolutely spot on. And let's hope we keep that going, because we could see some close battles with the driver standings. But with Humberstone missing this week, I think obviously he didn't want Jumper Line to do well tonight as well in his thoughts as well. But from his point of view, I think it's going to be mad for Humberstone to try and bounce back. But we'll have to wait and see next week for the Austrian Grand Prix, which will be round 6 of the race itself. So cheers for Jumper Line, who's just joined us in the interviews. Guys, for the final time, please make sure you subscribe to the Invictus Racing League channel for all the live races itself. Not only we're live on YouTube, we also got the Twitch channels, the Twitch channels, I couldn't say the words, Twitch channels for the Xbox Leagues on Tuesdays and Thursdays for F1 and the Performance League. We also got the YouTube the leagues in the PlayStation platforms for F1 on Mondays at 8 PM, F2 for me and Nitro again on Tuesday nights, and then we've got the F3 and F4 streams sorted for the PlayStation platforms. And also we've got the PC leagues on F1 and F2 on Wednesday nights. And then obviously the last one is the PlayStation Performance League with myself and Tim on the Thursday nights at 8 PM on YouTube. Not only on YouTube and Twitch, as I said earlier on, we're on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram. So make sure you check them out, guys, as well. And make sure you like and follow and subscribe for all the news of everything that we do at Invictus. But the most important thing of all is go check out InvictusRacingLeague.com. And it's got all the latest news, all the latest info of everything that goes at Invictus. But also, if you like the racing and want to join in, check out, try and send a message to one of the admins on Twitter, and hopefully we'll try and get you back and let you know what's going to happen in the next stage as well. So check them out, guys, as well. But yeah, it's been a blast. So cheers for that, guys. I'm going to shoot off with Phil to finish off the stream. So I'll see you all next week for round 6. Round 6 will be the final race before we have the week break. So let's see if we can have another classic. Can John Lion do again and winning for the 4th race of asking after 6 races? We'll have to find out. But fair play to him. He's got a pattern going. 5 races in, 3 wins, and yeah, he's doing a marvellous job. Cheers for that, guys. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.